the tenders, who will give the contract, and to which company the government will be giving the contract. Accordingly, start investing to that particular companies or that particular resources, which all resources will be used into for the development of all the sectors. Simple man. If you don't want to take a risk in that as well, there are Bs, there are Nifty Bs, there are bank Nifty Bs available. Invest into that particular Bs because indexes Bs are there. Going loss eventually after a month, after a years, it will grow only. We have seen four major crashes of stock market in last 30 years, or I can say 35 years. First one is in 1992 Harshad Mehta scam. We all were not born, but we have seen the Netflix series. I hope that everyone has seen it or not. Not, then go home and have a look on that Netflix series. You will come to know that how all things, how inside trading is happening, how all the stocks are can be manipulated. Everything is shown, so that you will be aware that how to invest. In 2000, it was IT bubble. In 2008, it was Lehman Brothers crash, and in 2020, it was again COVID. You take whichever major four crashes, the market went down, but the market never went zero. So whatever your money you are investing into the indexes, your money is not gonna go anywhere. It will be safe, but yes, you will have to keep some patience for the same to get that money double or three times or four times or five times. You should not be so impatient that I have invested 100 rupees now, it should become 200 within a couple of days. No, it won't happen. It might happen as well if I invest at right time with a proper research, with a proper analytical skills and everything, then it can happen as well. But it's a risk again. Risk is everywhere. If you are not taking the risk, that is the biggest risk of your life. Because whichever investment, whatever you are doing, there is a few percentage of the risk involved into that particular investment. Third, you told me about land, assets. Assets and land is also a good type of investments when there is, because land gives you an appreciation as well. Of course, if you are getting a land and you giving on the rent, then you get interest as well, and you get appreciation as well year and year as well. But again, over here, the research is important. You can't randomly go and buy the land, or you can randomly go and buy the flat. You never know whether that land or the flat is legally clear or not. If you buy, and then you come to know that that land or that flat is into legal matters, is into court, then again your money will be blocked. Then again you can't sell or you can't do any developments on that particular land. So that's why again here research is very much important. Fourth, you told me about gold. Gold, everyone has the gold at their home, not their home as well, in the bank lockers. Right? And how frequently do you use that gold from the bank lockers? Couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, once, right? What is gold giving you? Only the appreciation in. But there are gold bonds as well. Gold bonds are the bonds which is starting from that you can take a gold bond starting from 1 gram as well, on which the government gives you an interest of 2% or 3%, which is the locking period of 8 years. So in gold bonds, what happens that, for example, now the gold price is 65,000 rupees. Okay, the gold bonds also will be of 65,000 rupees. The government will pay the interest of 2%, 3%, and after 8 years, whatever the price of the gold would be, the appreciation value also will be increasing. After 8 years, if you want to sell that gold bonds, after 8 years, whatever the price would be, say for example, it would be 1 lakh rupees, then you will be getting that 1 lakh rupees of that as well. But in physical gold, only the appreciation is happening, you are not getting any interest on it. So it's keeping in the bank, it's better to take a gold bond so that you get the interest rate as well on that gold bonds. Then you told me about insurance. Right? So insurance. What is all about insurance? So in insurance, everyone is having the insurance policies. Everyone. How many of you have your own insurance policies? 1, 2, 3. Not your parents have taken. You're paying your premium on your own. Paying your premium on your own. Paying premium on your own. That's what insurance policies everyone is having. But see, insurance policies, your parents have already taken it for you, but you also start taking insurance policy. I'm not asking you to take it into CRs, but taking it to lakhs. Say for example, if you are taking insurance policy of 10 lakh rupees, what would be your premium? That would be around 12,000, 15,000 per annum, right? After the maturity, what you will be getting? You will be getting that whole amount plus the premium plus the interest on it, right? You will be getting after the maturity period. Do you know what is term plan? Term plan is the new age insurance, where in insurance you are paying your policies of 10 lakh rupees, you are paying the premium of say for 10,000 rupees for XYZ years. And then after the maturity, you are getting that whole amount plus the interest included with that insurance. In term plan, if for example, if I am taking a term plan, I am taking term plan of 2 CR for till the age of 85, but I am paying a premium of only 5,000. So it is half a rate, but the coverage is more. But what happens in term plan, if something happens to me before the age of 85, that is a death, then only the whole amount of 2 crores will be given to my family. If nothing is happening to me, no one will get the amount. So that is the difference between the insurance and a term plan. In term plan, the coverage is more, the premium is less, but you are not getting any returns. Returns is only if something happening to you. In insurance, the premium is, like the coverage is the same, 10 lakhs. The premium is also more, but you get the returns and also the interest on it after the maturity. So that is the two different things. One should always have the insurance and also have the term plan as well parallelly, because term plan the premium is very less. I'm not saying anything negative, but life is very uncertain. You never know what will happen to us. We all have witnessed COVID. The people, those who are not having the insurance policies, renew or having the insurance policy, land up in paying 4 digits or 5 digits bare minimum of the amount into the hospitals. So that is why insurance is very much important. Nowadays, term plan is there with the less premium. Start taking the term plan as well. Last but not the least is the FDs, savings and FDs. FDs was the top priority in the earlier decades, but right now it has came to 5th or 6th. Why? Because FD gives you returns of 7.5%. The inflation rate of India, it is around 6%. So what we are getting in our hand when there is an emergency, and if you need only 20 lakhs, you will have to break that whole 1 CR FD, and bank charges 2 or 3% also on breaking that FD. So your 2 and 3% on the rest of 80 lakhs also will be wasted. So it's better if you want to give an FD of 1 CR, break it into small amounts. The 10 lakh rupees, 10 FDs. So when you need to 20 lakh rupees, break only 2 FDs. Your rest 80 lakh rupees FDs are safe. You don't need to pay 2 or 3% on it. The interest, whatever you will be getting it, you will be getting it on it as well. So that would be my suggestion. But of course, FDs and savings should be there because that is our emergency funds. Again, in the COVID, the people, those who are not having the insurance policies, what safeguarded them was their savings and was their FDs. Okay. Now, coming to the PPT part. Do you have any questions? Any doubts? Any questions about the investments? Are you clear? I guess that term plan was new to you. Gold bond was new to you. Again, mutual funds, how to filter out the mutual funds were new to you. I believe that. Any questions still here? Okay, so let's move on to the PPT then. Okay, so most of the points we have already discussed, but just to give a glance, if you get smart with money, the tip number one, the secret to good life is not a random saving, but it's a clever investing. So We discussed that random saving comes into FD, but what gives you more returns than your FDs is your clever investing. So that's the investments, whatever you have told me, mutual funds, land, insurance, stock market, etc., etc., etc. Again, there is an IPO as well, initial public offerings. So how to make sure that whether an IPO is safe to invest or not, or to take that IPO or not. So there is a GMP, there is a grey market premium as well available. So you will have to search for that particular IPO. You will have to see the grey market premium of that particular IPO. If it is above 30% premium, then it is safe to invest. You will have to take, you will have to buy that IPO, and it's up to the luck whether you are getting allotment of that particular IPO or not. If you are getting allotment, then it's up to you whether you want to sell it on the listing day or whether you want to hold it for the long term purposes. But make sure that whenever you apply for IPO, make sure that you see the GMP, that is a grey market premium. If it is below 25% or below 30%, they clearly mention it is a risk investment, but might be medium returns. Then it's up to you whether you want to take a risk or not. If you're taking a risk and if you are getting allotment and if at the time of listing, if that price goes down in loss, then you will have to sell in the loss. Otherwise, you will have to hold until the time it's a break-even point comes. Till it gives you profit. The same happened with the LIC as well. The people who applied 3 years, 4 years back for the LIC, the break-even point came in the month of January. So people sold. The people sold in the losses. The people those who hold it, they sold at a break-even point with no profit, no loss in the month of January. The same example in the month of December, there was Tata Technologies. The people those who got allotment, one share price of one Tata Technology was at 550 rupees. It got listed at 1400 rupees. The people made 3x the amount in 3 days. So that is the returns what you are getting. So that is all comes into your clever investing. Tip number 2: start investing early and spread it out into diversification. Diversification is very much important. So if you, for example, if you have 10 lakh rupees, do not put all into one particular investment. That's your mutual funds or your land or your insurance or your FD or your stock market. If something goes wrong with one particular investment, all your money would be blocked. Okay, so diversify. So whatever you are investing, so put 2 lakh rupees into insurance, 2 lakh rupees into mutual funds, 2 lakh rupees into your stock market, 2 lakh rupees into your gold bonds, etc. Whatever you want, but diversify. If something goes wrong with one particular sector, rest all the other 4 sectors are safe enough to compensate your losses. Tip number 3, it would be budget your money by splitting into income and expenses. Whenever you will be earning, split your overall income into 3 ratios, that is 50, 30 and 20. So your overall income, 50% would be for your expenses, 30% would be for your and 20% would be for your savings. I know it's very difficult to save 20% from your first salary. The people those will be saving, I really appreciate them, but if it is not happening, because at first salary your friends, all your friends will be asking for your party. From your second salary, your family members and your cousins will be asking for the party. At least on the 4th or 5th salary, don't save 20%, start saving from 15%. Out of 15%, put 5% into your savings or FDs and put your 10% into diversification into all the other investments what we have discussed. Or whichever investment do you want. Whether you want to do it into 2 investments, it's your call. Whether you want to distribute it into 3 or 4 or 5 investments, that's your call depending upon what is your income and what is your savings. Tip number 4, one should always differentiate between what is your needs and what is your wants. Always be clear, crystal clear, what is your needs and what is your wants. Do not combine both the things. If your needs are becoming your wants, that means you are into financial crisis. And if your wants are becoming your needs, that means you are spending into miscellaneous expenses. That should not happen. Tip number 5, for future medical costs, considering your lifetime insurance that covers your health and finance. Insurance, we have already discussed why insurance policies are important, why term plan is also important, that covers our health as well as the finances and also covers the medical cost into it. Tip number 6, it's never too late, no matter what age. You should always spread whenever you are discussing. You should once if you spread the knowledge, if you share the knowledge with your friends, with your family members, and with your future generations, then only the financial literacy rate of India will grow. That's why upskilling is very much important. Nowadays, if you see, you will have to upskill every 2 years. Doing an MBA, having a degree with the MBA will help you to get a good placement. But once you are getting into the market, once you are having a good job, after that, every 2 years, you will have to upskill yourself. Otherwise, what will happen? At the time of promotion or the increment, they will ask you that what additional things what you are learning. That will happen. The same way, how frequently do you upgrade your smartphones? That is, average person upgrades his or her smartphone every 2 or 3 years. To have a latest technology in your hands or in the pockets, same way, knowledge is also very much important. You will have to upgrade your knowledge and skills every 2 or 3 years max to stay updated into the market. Otherwise, what will happen? You will be out of the market because the competition has already started. Ask your second year seniors, your friends, when they are sitting for the interview, their own best friends are their own competitors at the time of interview. So first year, you have a good time. Start giving interviews. Interviews are free of cost. You don't need to visit anywhere. There are Gmeet links available right now. Apply for the interview. Give the Gmeet interviews. You will come to know that where you are standing and what all questions can be asked at the time of interview. So you will be mentally prepared. Give 10 interviews, 15 interviews till the time you sit for your final placements. You will be seasoned enough. Start doing your net practice in the first year, so that in the second year, when you are on into the ground, you will play good. That's what example what I can give you all. So that is why share the knowledge, educate yourself, and educate others as well. Coming to the next slide, so it would be the types of financial markets. Now there are technical analysis, fundamental analysis, derivative analysis, and quantitative analysis. The people, those who are interested in doing their career in the stock market, want to learn the formulas and all everything. For them, the technical analysis would be the best course for it, where they can learn the Dow theories, Elliott-Wave theories, candlelight studies, and etc. All the other theories would be there, where they can become a financial analyst or the financial planner, where after doing this course, what tells it like there is a movement in the stock market, right? There is a graph which goes up and up and up and up. Through the any of the analysis, from the technical analysis, any of the formulations, you can predict the stock movement, what the stock price was in the last couple of days or in last week, and what the stock price could be in the upcoming week or in the upcoming days. That can be predicted. Fundamental analysis is basic and is applicable for all the analysis. It is all about analyzing the balance sheets of the companies. How will you make sure that the company is safe to invest or not? So through the fundamental, whether the company is profit making or loss making, to analyzing the balance sheets. Simple. Derivative analysis, it is all about the futures and options and into hedging purposes. The people in future, those who want to do the intratrade, for them the derivative analysis would be the suitable course for them. Right now, I won't suggest you to do the intratrade because that requires a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and a lot of risk. From a lot of capital as well. With a person, if you are having N number of amount lying into the bank, you don't know what to do, then go for intratrade and then be mentally prepared that even though if I lose 5 lakh rupees or 50,000 or 10 lakh rupees within a day, then also I'm comfortable. It's not impacting my bank balance. Then only go for intratrade. Because unless and until you are not earning more than 6% in a day, then don't do intratrade. If you want to do, then go for the derivative analysis. Take an experience of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, the people those are having 20 years plus work experience as well into derivatives, they also lose their money 10 lakh, 15 lakhs. So you can imagine how the risk is there. Because out of 260 days, there are 365 days, but 260 days the market is working. Out of 260 days, market gives you only 40 days to earn the money. Rest all 220 days, you will lose your money. So make sure that you have enough bank account balance. Nothing will happen if I lose 1 CR, 2 CRs in a year as well. But yes, you will recover. But again, for that, you will have to work on your emotions. Again, work on your patience as well. Without that, you are not gonna earn anything. Last but not the least, it would be in quantitative analysis. The people, those who are really interested in the AI or programming or coding, for them, the quantitative analysis would be the suitable analysis course through which they can go into the stock market with the proper programming and with the proper coding things and other things, with the proper maths and with the proper stats knowledge. Now, after doing any of this course, these are the scopes available into the market that anyone can become a hedge fund manager, algo or bond trader, a trader, trading investment coach or trader, financial advisor, relationship manager, fund manager, head of research, research analyst, wealth manager, or the financial planner. All these positions available has a huge demand into the market, but the supply is very less. So, for example, if an average person who is doing his MBA from any specialization is getting a average salary, for example, of 7 lakh rupees, a person doing additional course and applicable for any of this position can get 9.5 or 10 lakh package. Example I'm giving. So that will be an upper hand because the value for MBA is also huge, but the supply is very huge into the market. Out of 100 students, 95 people are doing the MBA right now. So you can imagine, and out of 100 people, you can see, you can search on the job portals, to search any of this position, you will find large number of vacancies, but a less number of applications. Same, you apply for MBA, you will find large number of vacancies, but a huge number of applications as well. So that is the value what all these courses and what all these positions are holding into the market. Okay. Any questions? Again, I am asking you. Any questions? Any doubts? Before moving to the video part, any doubts? No. Whatever we have discussed, whatever I have told you, just keep it in your mind. It is fresh in your mind. Listen to the video carefully. What a market veteran. He is the head of research. He is having more than 14 years of work experience. He is the head of into technical and derivatives. Let's see what his views are on investments, on trading, what are the do's, what are the don'ts, etc., etc., etc. And one more thing, herd mentality. Do not go with the herd mentality, whether it is in the investments or whether it is in your career. That if your friends are going for this particular thing, do not go with them. Because what will happen, your friendship is on the other side and your career is at the other side. Do not combine both the things. Otherwise, you will have to lose one or the other thing as well. So let's hear what the market veteran wants to tell, and then we'll move on to the game part.
Today we will be discussing about whether one could even make a career in stock market and what it would do. An expert with a financial market knowledge spanning more than 13 years, Mr. Thakkar currently heads the research of a leading financial institution in the country. He has also appeared in various television shows, including on ET Now, CNBC, Zee Business, Business News, and many more. It is a privilege to have Mr. Jay Thakkar joining us today. Thank you so much, Jay, for joining us yet again on the third session of Wikipedia Bazaar Shastra's session.
Thank you so much, Bhavik, for having me again.
And it's always a pleasure of having a session with people who learn. And the kind of sessions which you have, the audience which you have, I'm sure viewers with the topic which you have. It's going to be really helpful for all. I'm very excited about it. Good, so let's get started. So to start with, Jay, the question of can one really make a career in stock market, and what would it look like? Like, what is the pathway, the right pathway to build a career in stock market? Well, Bharti, this is one of my very interesting topic, I would say, and this is now we're having it in season 3 now. So, and this is very focused as far as career, building a career in financial markets is concerned. I'm sure it will help you a lot. Let's say, as far as building a career in stock market or financial markets, they should offer that. My answer would be definitely yes. You can do that. India is growing. Going forward, is the developing nation. As a approach with India, I'm sure that the financial markets are going to grow with. And there are various opportunities. I'm saying things as far as financial markets are concerned, India, right? Investments, trading, sales, many more. So yeah, this sector is likely to perform well. Hence, you should, if you are like with the should definitely do that. Alright, moving on from there, to build a career in stock market, would you say that one requires theoretical knowledge, more or practical knowledge, or a mix of both? Well, no, I would say it's a mix of both. Theoretical knowledge, of course, is required. Why? Because that provides you the start. Right? So that's the process. It has to be like the process to start something that you have to start with, which you start with to reach your end goal. So, for example, if you want to start into investments, okay, then you learn more about study more about investment theories, okay, and try to apply those things. Okay. Now, once you apply those things in a practical world, then will come to know that how much is it deviating from what we learn. We also come to know more from the practical knowledge. So, as I said, always like current affairs, as well as the geopolitical things, in the market analysis, all is very important, right? So, practically, what happens is markets are very dynamic. It keeps on changing the motion involved, right? And then it's important that you have to live through that. But then, to start, to develop the knowledge, right? So it's a mix of both, I think. And upskilling is also something very important. I would say marketing. So it's just not that you learn something once, apply that practically, okay, and then there is just practical knowledge thereafter. It's never like that, you need to observe. You need to learn or add more things in your and which will help you to grow faster. Right. Moving on from there, Jay, help us understand what type of career can one make in the stock market? Is it more towards trading type or is it more investment type of career? Well, I would say many people in the market come as a career. Okay, and especially when I think about the background. I mean, we will talk about the millennials are managing. They start by making, or they want to make few quick returns in the market, and when they enter the market, and whatever investment they're doing, that's not making profit. For example, if they bought XYZ share, okay, and rupees. Just a little over 2 days. That doesn't happen in calls. And then instead of including it becomes an investment. So that becomes a competitive investment. So then what would be the ideal career? I would say that it depends on one's skill set. One's presentation towards either of those jobs. So what is required in the career? As a investor is, so story, watch strategy. This is very something. This is something very very sure with. We're very good with economics. We're very good understanding like economic theories. We're good at understanding the financial statements, understanding the business. We understand business and see how it grows. You know, before understand marketing, how to apply it to the business and all of those things. You know, then I think that investment is something which you should look for. So also where the information is. I would say that we do not have the core mentality. Whether it's all of your friends, or maybe a that is responsible investor, or investor should be able to do it. Do not want to get back into the investor or vice versa. Right. So basically, choose wisely. And another question that I had, Jay, is there any age barrier or limit to pursue a career in stock market? Absolutely not. I have seen personally many of them have started their career, most of them so when they say that is a good for them. So that's how it is. I've seen so many engineers, so many people who are doing acting or photography or maybe many other profession, okay, apart from finance. They don't have very financial knowledge, very financial background. It's just that they're working towards something which they can do as a home or with no help for a month of physical effort, and they realize that they have a skills. That is not a problem. Advice, I will be very much and the skills are also important. So we have that mind. And nowadays, I see that school people are talking about investments. The way things are moving, there is more better. And if you do like a tool, do not think so. There's more to it, but start right now. So, you said that we require a lot of action and investigation. That is it. Right. And is there any minimum capital requirement needed to start? So I would say that career market for starting, then definitely require good amount of time because it's about survival and it's about taking care of your own expenses as well. But if you are to acquire somewhere else initially and then make some savings or satisfy that the money usually take care of my expenses, travel expenses, room expenses, expenditure, potentially work, then you can start on your own. So that is up to one's own personal finance. I would say how one needs to manage that. But yes, I would say that you start the career as well as something with your own capital. And the capital of willingness as well as I would say relax. When you invest as mind, but you try to control along with that. And same with that, wherever you're working, you have that they allow you to basically invest your careers, you should always follow some plans. You can allow you to invest on purpose. Great, not you can invest or still invest via immediate investment that's going to a very, very poor solution. I would say, very good investment to it. And once you're good, you want to put that heads up problems, savings, then start up your own, right? And it's not necessarily a rule not to so that you should start your own at the end of the future. So, we can also do that entire being employed somewhere with good itself. It's like managing money, right? So if you're not managing your own, you will learn that much. That you manage someone else's money, right? And by that you can be a good restaurant manager, a good people manager, whether you are handling thousands of crores of masses around. So that is also possible. The main aim should be managing money, doing good research, and making money for yourself and for others. That is what should be your goal here. And under goal I would say. So the government will be good. The government will be not lax for the start of the home. Should be good. And that's good. Before we end this session, Jay, any final pros or cons? So, any of our young students wanting to start a career in stock market, final pros and cons? Sure, I would say that if you want to do a career in markets, then be sure that you have to actively skills, behavior knowledge, student behavior. If you're on the audit base and you're looking for discipline, stock market is somewhere you are also creating or working with money every day. So you're not taking that lightly. Okay? Like any other business, I would say that you can start making it. There was nothing such a okay, so that discipline is very much important beyond all of this. I think if you could build that capacity, you will serve the most important part. And first to be first and foremost to not go to the trap of mortality. Either it's taking an investment issue, a career issue, whatever it is. We'll see where investments style, whether you do not get that financial planning effect, that shouldn't do that. And most I will have the student either a price market or they should that way. Right. I think it's very clear, right? You guys are smart enough to take a decision for us. Like Jay mentioned, it's never too late, to be in the game, but always make the wise decisions, make be aware, and do not follow the herd mentality. With this, we end today's session. Thank you, Jeremy, for joining us in this beautiful afternoon. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. This is Bharti Kumara signing off. Until next time.
Yes. So I will be displaying a barcode over here on the screen. Listen carefully. I'll read it only once. You'll have to scan the barcode through your camera app or through the Google lenses. Okay. The people sitting to the back, if they are not able to scan it, you might be having a WhatsApp group. The people sitting in the front can scan that barcode to register first. Mention your first name, your email ID, and your college name accurate. Because otherwise we won't be able to come to know that from which college are you from. Second, you will have to create your own login ID, create your own password, okay, and then click on login. Once you log in, again you will have to enter your login ID and password, which you have already created, and then it will take you to the page where the college names are getting reflected. Wait over there till everyone come on the same page. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. I'll give you 4 minutes to complete this whole procedure. Okay? Yeah, please.
ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಯಾವುದು ಎಂದು ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸರಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ
Guys, make it fast. Do it fast. URL is shared on the WhatsApp group. Please share the URL for the same so that everyone can scan it. And please fill the details. There are hardly like 6 details: your name, your phone number, if you have your college email. And I would tell you and because we just need to send you certificate. Only 6 steps to be followed. That is basic steps. Complete it fast so that we can start the game. Each steps in 5-10 minutes. How many people are facing network issues? Maximum people are facing the network issues. Guys, Airtel is working properly. Signal from here, that's why. Okay. Okay, I'll wait for few minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let everyone register and come on the same page. Guys, the people, those who are getting a good network. play game of your college name. It will take you to the waiting area at around the next round will be starting shortly, or else it will show you that you have already played the game. Click OK, refresh it once or twice again, and then click on play game. It will take you to the waiting area. And once you're on the waiting area, do not click back, do not go back in any circumstances, otherwise you will be out of the game. Come on the waiting area, let everyone come. Then we'll start the rounds. Guys on the waiting area? Everyone? Most of the people are on the waiting area. Okay, now listen carefully. When the round 1 gets started, there will be 5 news getting reflected